Hi, everyone. This is Megan,
And Monica.
and this is a little October update video we're doing. We are Mayshrooms, if you are joining us for the first time. To start out, we're doing this. This is the second go around with this particular video just because there were some things we wanted to add. There's some things we wanted to take out. And we've been so busy with this one's wedding that we just kind of had the time to stop and think and be like, we should do that again. So she lives in mid-Florida. I live over on the coast, which is where our farm is. And so this is like midweek. She comes over a couple days a week and we do the Mayshroom thing, and then I handle it for the rest of the week. So we just wanted to do this video. And we'll probably do more like this, honestly, because we're trying to be more present on YouTube and make more videos and content and things like that. So we will try to do that. Talk about your wedding.
Yes. So obviously over the last year, we've been planning my wedding and stuff. It's been super busy. We finally are done with that. But I am also married.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, so now we do have a lot more time to focus on the business. So obviously we're going to be focusing more on our presence on YouTube.
Yes.
So yeah, and thankfully the weather's getting a lot better. So we'll have, more opportunities to grow more mushrooms. Thankfully.
Yeah. Another reason why we haven't really put that much time into YouTube, and it's kind of just one of those things where if it took too long, we just didn't even put up the videos. But it's because we have always had the entire business on our shoulders, and I think we were able to kind of alleviate some of that with hiring our first employee, Linda, and she's fantastic. So
yes. Yep, Linda is a good friend of mine for a couple years now, and she comes over and helps out with the batching mainly, but a lot of other smaller stuff so we can focus on more of the business aspect.
Right. Let's see. So beginning of the month, a little bit, I guess towards the middle, we had Hurricane Ian hit, which really sucked. Obviously we live in two different areas, and I live over near the coast and just decided to ride it out. Even though being in Tampa Bay, they kind of early on were saying it might hit us, and that would have been terrible because Tampa Bay, their maps are outdated, and yeah, it would have been bad pushing all the water into the bay. But well, it's not fortunate, but I guess it went south of us, so that was good for us, not so good for anyone else down that way. And I think Strafaria got hit pretty hard down there, which sucks.
Yeah.
But they're already back at it, which that's who he is. So we were very fortunate with Hurricane Ian.
Yes, definitely.
Trying to think of anything else that we missed. Yeah, we had like minimal damage with any hurricane that kind of swipes us at all. We got, broken fences, power is out for a couple days. And we paid for that. We lost probably 3 weeks worth of mushrooms and work, and we just keep going. It is what it is. And the lion's mane, about half of it, I think, survived. So that's okay. It was all right.
Yeah.
But
well, it does a little bit better without power, thankfully. So those we were able to save.
Yeah, we're looking on the bright side with that situation, and it could have been much worse. So we're very thankful for the minimal impact that it had on us, and our thoughts are with everyone else who was impacted way worse than us. So
yes, definitely.
What's the next thing?
So something we did want to touch on is we received a comment a little bit ago from a newer mushroom farmer saying that he sees a lot of mushroom farming videos mainly focus on the things that go wrong in the business. And I can see why it comes off that way. And it's mainly because we're trying to share our experiences, and a lot of the experiences we're having are, negative experiences, unfortunately, but that's how you learn.
Yeah.
And we kind of want to focus a little bit more to not completely stray away from the negative, but still share some positive along with it, just to kind of, lift everybody's hopes up. So, people that are new to this don't automatically throw in the towel, you know what I mean? So there's a passion in it, and we do have the passion, obviously, or we wouldn't be doing this. So you do have to have that drive for it, but it is a positive thing. It is every week when we see the harvest and we're selling these mushrooms, we're in love with it. So it's
Yeah.
not just, oh goodness, we lost this amount, or this contaminated, or this didn't work out for us. I mean, there's good along the way too. So we want to share everything.
Right. And it's just one of those things where when you're going through something, you kind of don't want to brag and say, I've got this many this week, this many this week. So the videos that we kind of think up are, we had this issue, we got to share that. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we have this issue and we want to share like how to avoid it or to, fix it in case anyone else has this issue, which is whenever you need to figure something out, what do? You go to YouTube and you type it in and you're like, I need a how-to video on how to fix my car. So we were in that mindset of, oh, people are just coming to our channel to kind of fix bugs in their mushroom farm or to get motivation, because they're starting their own. And yeah, so we definitely don't want to discourage anyone. We want people to know, there are highs, there are lows, and especially during the summer, you're gonna see a lot of contamination videos. You're gonna see a lot of like minimum stuff going on. Well, at least in Florida, because it's so hot here. Like all of the markets shut down. But yeah, like we started doing this as like a, hey, watch us grow our business. It's something. It was out of the ordinary. So we're like, we're gonna vlog it. And so over the years, we kind of got busier and busier. But whenever we did make a video, it was like how to epoxy our floors, how to, avoid getting sawdust all over your mushroom farm. But we're trying to get into like the fun videos with TikTok and YouTube. And if anybody has anything they would like to see, anything more positive, just let us know, because we need ideas at this point.
Yeah, any questions that you might have that you don't see answered on other videos, or problems that you're running into, we're not saying we're going to be able to help you, but you might be able to have some experience, and if we don't, then we might be able to push you in the right direction of somebody that does. So yeah, just feel free to send us a message on any of our social media platforms.
Right. And like I think we touched on it, we are going to try to like clean up our YouTube and make better videos and the whole nine, and leave comments. We read them. If you have any ideas, if you have anything, let us know, because we definitely, that's one of the things that we have an issue with, is like, what are people wanting to know? What are people wanting to see? And I mean, the communication is open. Let us know.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head as far as for this month. Oh, well, our medical. So we've been dealing with a bunch of medical issues our whole life. And I found out that we have a genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos. So that's new. Completely unrelated, but it affects our daily lives. So I thought that'd be interesting to tell people.
Did want to mention the fact that we stopped going to the kitchen because that was, a huge chunk of change that we were going there doing our products, as far as the dehydrated mushrooms, the powders, and everything. Well, the loophole that we got around to being able to stop going there is because we're not going to be selling them wholesale anymore. So we are going to be either opening up a shop on Amazon or our website. We haven't quite figured that one out yet. We've tried a couple, so we need to like rein that in and figure that out. But other than that, yeah, we are no longer going to the kitchen. So that's a lot of time and money saved, because it was quite a drive, even from Megan's house. It was about like an hour at least round trip. And a lot of time when you think about it, going every week. So there's that. And then Megan, did you want to touch on the sawdust to pellets?
Oh, I did just want to mention it recently. I think it was this year, or the year before. It went from $50,000 you could earn in a cottage food business to $250,000, and so that's huge. And the reason we went to the kitchen level was because we were like, oh, we're going to do wholesale nonstop, and we've gotten more individuals asking us than anything else, and we have to send them somewhere else. So we're probably going to set up like a barn to door, or go to Amazon or something. What was your question?
Yes, just if you wanted to touch on that, the sawdust back to pellets.
Yes. So obviously, we kind of went back and forth in our videos over the years. last summer, I think we started doing sawdust, adding it in, maybe 1/4 of our production. It went well for a while, and we went back and forth with it. Obviously, we had the issue with the sawdust getting everywhere, all the vents, everything. But there was more issues. There was more contamination, and we kept coming back to it's the sawdust and the moisture variability in the sawdust. And we're not saying it's not doable. It is very much doable, and we got away with it for a while, and could probably intermittently get success. But that's not what you want when you're running a business, especially something that you're putting your time into and you're still not paying yourself for. You don't want to waste your time. And that's the biggest thing. And so we went back to the pellets again, just to kind of see, would we have as many issues? What's, the time frame? And the sawdust always took longer to inoculate for some reason. And it just took so long, and it was always getting back like a bacterial blotch and things like that. And the pellets just did amazing.
Yeah, and just to clarify, the
Yeah.
sawdust that we were getting that we've been using is all different sizes. It can be literal dust to huge flecks of sawdust. So it was extremely unreliable as far as not knowing, we never knew from one week to the next exactly, how it was going to turn out.
Right.
So yeah, going back to the hardwood pellets, that are ready to go in the bag, we know exactly how much is going in there, exactly how much water it needs every single time without having to jump through hoops. It saves so much time. Not only that, but just the batching process using the pellets is like 3 times faster than trying to use the sawdust because it takes up more space.
Mm-hmm.
Not even that too. That's not even the end of it. We had to go from 10-pound bags, right, with the pellets, to where the exact same amount using the sawdust, we could only fit 5 pounds in that bag. So that doubles the cost of bags for us, which are, as you know, as a farmer, like if they're already expensive.
Yeah. And
So
we're paying the guy to bring the sawdust to us, and he's taking the compost. So we're paying him, and he's obviously double bagging it with these huge black trash bags, still not keeping the water out of it. I think the biggest issue is the storage of it, the figuring it out. Like it's so much more space than the pellets, obviously. And yeah, there's a reason why people use pellets, and it's reliable. So
yeah, and it came from a place where at first we tried to do coffee, obviously, because it was free and it was something we could recycle. And obviously that didn't work out, and, going and picking it up every single day, and the moisture content was awful trying to deal with that. We tried the brewer's grain, you know what I mean? And these are all good ideas, and they're all things that you can grow on. But when you're trying to run a business, like legitimately, you need something more reliable. You need something more consistent. And that's just, we can keep trying these free things, and obviously we can supplement them if we really need them, like during the seasons where the hardwood pellets are hard to get. Like Megan was saying, we could supplement it with the sawdust if we have to. But running a business, I would say one of the most important things we found over the years is just like stick to what we know, and that is Master's Mix. So
yeah. Well, I think that's about it. I just want to say thank you to everyone who stuck around for the video. We do appreciate that.
yes. If you did like the video, we just ask that you would like, and then subscribe for more content. See you next time.